What's up, guys? Dane Davis here. Shout out to Boogie Bentley Dauber and the Indie Kid over at Talkin VAWLS Network on YouTube. Vols fans, head over to their YouTube channel, Talkin VAWLS Network. Smash that like button and subscribe, baby. Go Big Orange.
I mean, Nealed is wonderful, and I love our fans, how passionate they are, everything. But, like, you know, when you're locked into that game, even going into the Vanderbilt game, it's so funny because we're, like, practicing in Vanderbilt Stadium. Like, that's just hilarious to me. There's nothing they can do about it. Kind of just rub it in a little bit, you know. I thoroughly enjoy kind of just walking on this field and just kind of stomping on the V a little bit, but.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. I got a 6 cents for imposters. So now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the chains. Can't control me. I got the power, I got the keys, cause I break the chains. They try to hold me, I'ma push back. Just wait and you'll see.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. This right here is Talkin VAWLS Live. My name is Boogie Bentley.
Indie Kid.
This is the last tailgate show of the year. It feels like the end of an era, but we're just getting started, my friend. We are just getting started. We're going to share up the press conference from last night. It's about 10, 12 minutes, something like that. We're going to kind of go through that. Easy for me to say. Then we're going to invite you guys on. It's a fan call-in show. We'll get the members of the channel on here. Let's see who's hanging out in the chat. Bender of Strings is in the house. Short Fuse is here as well. Dumb Sozzy R8, man, is in the house. Says, go Big Orange. David Burgess in the house. Lucas Sharp is here. CCGO7 in the house. Guys, come on in. Smash that thumbs up. Share out the link. Let's get some people in here. Let's have a good time. Like I said, we're going to get the members on here just a moment. And then don't forget, immediately after the game, we'll be doing the post-game show as well. So I hope you guys will tune in for that. Indie Kid, are you fired up? Fired up to go out on a good note today?
Yeah, I am. I fully expect Tennessee's going to take care of business today and finish this season 8-5. That's big. That is a big season for this program. It really sets the tone moving forward, and it set a foundation. These guys, these super seniors who are going out, and even these guys who are electing to leave, they have helped set the foundation. Now it's up to these guys, your Hendon Hookers, your Tillmans, your Carvins, your guys coming back. It's up to them to continue it. If you're not excited, you got to be excited where this program's going. And, who knows? Maybe we're overconfident today and we get a surprise.
It doesn't matter if we're overconfident. We're not in the locker room. You know, I see that in the comments a lot of times saying, you guys are awful cocky going into this game. It doesn't matter, man. I'm going to be sitting on my couch watching the game. It has no impact. I can be cocky and arrogant and talk trash if I want to, which I'm not. I've interacted with a couple of Purdue fans this week on Twitter. It's been cool, man. Like, I got no hate towards Purdue. Randall Collins in the house says, who's dropping a 50 on these guys? Yep, anybody that missed Wednesday or Tuesday's live stream, John London follows it up. It's time to put a 50 spot on them. If you drop a $50 super chat, we got a special video clip just for you. It's just for the high rollers. But let's get into this thing. Let's share it up, and have you seen this yet?
Nope. No,
okay,
I was caught up in the Rick Barnes world of chaos yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's watch this. I think there's some good quotes, and you know what? Seeing Jeff Brom look like that makes me feel old. Let's get into it.
Just want to thank everybody here at the TransPerfect Music City Bowl. The hospitality has been absolutely fantastic. Our players and our staff have had a great week here in the lead up to kickoff. So appreciative of the hospitality. The bowl truly is first class in every single way, and excited that we get an opportunity to finish our season here inside of our home state. Looking forward to a great football game. Purdue's a tremendous football team. A great competitive arena tomorrow. Looking forward to a sold-out stadium and having a lot of fun here as we finish off the season. But just want to, again, say thank you to everybody that's associated with the bowl. You guys have been fantastic.
Thank you, Coach Braun.
Well, definitely, we're excited to be here at the TransPerfect Music City Bowl. Our team has worked hard to get to this point, and we're excited to be here to experience a great bowl atmosphere. We were fortunate to be here a few years ago, and our fans, our players, our staff had a tremendous time. Other than the 3 hours on the field, which we didn't perform very well, it was a great week for us. But it was a great learning
Come on, Internet.
experience. It's a good wake-up call to realize what we need to do to get better. Scott Ramsey, his staff has done a tremendous job. We've had a great time. It's always a great venue. We're excited to play a really quality opponent. Coach Heupel's done a great job with his team this year. A lot of talent, had some big wins. We know it's going to be an environment where there's going to be a lot of orange in the stadium, but I know a lot of Purdue fans will come down as well, and we're excited for this matchup, and we're looking forward to tomorrow afternoon and getting out there and having a good game.
I like this comment. Where'd it go? CCGO7. Brom knows he's about to get whipped. Dude, he does, man. He seems like, I mean, he seems like he's just shooting straight. He knows it's going to be a Tennessee home game, and it's a different mindset. You know, we kind of talked about it Tuesday night going into the game. Tennessee kind of overachieved for the year. They go into this with some momentum. Purdue, it's just like, it seems like to me, their fans, their players, and even hearing Jeff Brom talk, it's almost like their season's over. It's like they've checked out. They're ready to move on.
Well, I mean, too, you have numerous opt-outs for them, and not all of them due to injury. You know, most of the receivers are out for today. They don't run the ball well. I mean, just looking at 24/7 does their matchup advantages each week. In Tennessee, they had Tennessee with the advantage in everyone except Purdue's passing game. And with so many receivers out today, Purdue's quarterback's not mobile, so that it doesn't scare me. You know, if you're going to throw for yards, that's fine. Where Tennessee gets in trouble the most is when a quarterback scrambles. Yeah, I agree. I think Brom knows it's coming.
Backwoods Vol for life. The hype video for this game is awesome. After we go off air, go to our Twitter account. I retweeted it. I would play it, but it's got "Party Like a Rock Star" on it, so that would immediately get us shut down and demonetized. So it is great, though. Really good, really good. Let's hear more from this press conference from last night. A defeated Jeff Brom.
Before we open it up for questions, just to let you know that Tennessee will be the visitors team for tomorrow's game and Purdue will be the home team. Now, as we open it up for media, we would ask that you raise your hand and we will get you a microphone because we want to make sure that we can get this for transcription services. So at this point, we will open it up for media questions.
I used to always put JP on blast back in the day, last season, so now I'm going to do it to you because nobody else is here. If you're media, what's the first question you're asking Josh Heupel?
What's the confidence level in your team with lack of opt-outs? I would be something with opt-outs in regard, you know, what does it say? I don't know. You got to be careful.
You're taking a shot at Brom at the same time.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you can't do that because that's not really his fault in respect. I would say I would ask that's a tough one on this one.
I like the question you were going with, man. Forget Jeff Brom. Let's talk to Coach Heupel because it is huge, and it shows, you know, you talking about those upperclassmen, sending them out with a win. It's a big deal, man, that these guys want to play. You've got two guys not playing in Alante Taylor and Cade Mays, and both are because they're injured. I think Cade really wanted to play this game. Of course, we find out Alante Alontae Taylor's been playing banged up towards the end of the year anyway. So no, I think it speaks volumes that nobody's opting out. And then on top of that, we've not seen anybody really hit the transfer portal after the season. We'll see how the next few weeks after today play out. But let's hear more.
Well, I mean, I guess, playing off that, I would say, how has the culture you built this season led you to this point?
Yeah.
What's it helped? Because, I mean, guys are not opting out. Portal hasn't been busy like it was last year. How bad does this team want to go out with a bang today? I mean, I guess that's kind of a double question, but something along those lines, just based on your culture, where they've come, and where they finish at.
Sparks, Knoxville News Sentinel. For both coaches, some people think that maybe winning a bowl game does not matter as much to players as it did when you guys played. Do you think that's true, and how do you gauge the will to win this game with your players?
Yeah, I think if you're a great competitor, and those are traits that we try to build and recruit to and have inside of our building every single day and what you do, it does matter. It matters in how you perform. It matters to you individually and collectively as a team. And so certainly this is a game that our players have pushed towards to, and it matters a great deal inside of our program. And a bowl game is unique in that I think it's important that they enjoy the experience when you're at home in your preparation, when you get to the bowl site early in the week. But the carrot of the whole week and the thing that you'll remember most about the experience is the game itself.
You always want to finish what you started, and I know our guys have worked real hard to get to this point. Have done a really good job of fighting through the season and figuring out a way to finish the regular season 8-4 and to have this opportunity to play a tremendous opponent, basically in their home state, in a tremendous atmosphere we're excited about. It challenges your team once again to step forward and see what they're made of. And whoever takes the field, you want to go out there and do your very best and try to finish the season as strong as you can. And I know our guys are going to go out there and compete, and it should be a great day of football.
Kind of a tough question for Jeff Brom to answer there. Philip Bowman in the house with a $100 super chat. Indie Kid, that ain't cheap.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
Thank you, Philip Bowman. That is a very, very generous super chat. We appreciate it. It says, absolutely
Yes.
Love you guys. And this channel has been a mainstay for me all year and can't wait to see the future of this channel and Tennessee athletics through the fans' eyes. More to come. Thank you so much. Thank you, Philip. That's a very, very generous super chat. We appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I'm glad you guys dig it. I'm glad you guys enjoy what we do at this channel. And we do try to make it different. We do try to make it about the fans' perspective. Indie Kid could put on a blazer and pretend to be some type of media guy, but that's not our style. So for the fans, by the fans, thank you for the very, very generous super chat. You're the man, Philip. Xavier Sanders has become a member of the channel. Xavier, what are you doing? Are you upgrading? I thought you've been a member of this channel for a long time. He may have upgraded. That could be what it is. But thank you, Xavier. You guys know what to do. When somebody joins this channel, go ahead and drop those custom Talkin VAWLS emojis in the chat. Show them what they've won. But also, if you're a member of this channel, you're going to be able to join the stream. I think I'm going to go ahead and drop the link now because we're 4 minutes into this 12-minute press conference. I'm going to go ahead and drop it. If you guys go to the community tab on our YouTube channel, the link is now posted for all channel members to see. So the link is there. If you guys want to come on, we'll continue to go through the press conference and just add you guys on here, and we'll go through it. Wayne Starn says, Indie Kid didn't have a blazer because they are for sissies. I don't know, Indy. I think you'd look good with a blazer, a nice punk rock
orange
t-shirt.
blazer. I'd sport it. I'd sport an orange blazer and a bow tie.
My youngest daughter has seen one. It's like a orange blazer with like power tees all over it at Target. And she's dying to buy it so that I have to wear it on air. But every time she goes, they have like a schmedium. And I'm not going to be Chris Farley, fat guy in a little coat, live on air. So, again, guys, the link is out there. It's on the community tab. Go check it out. We'll get you guys added. We're going to go through this press conference and then just hang out and talk a little ball as we head into the Music City Bowl. Cody's in the house. What's up, Cody? We'll get you added on here and you can watch this presser with us.
Going on, boy?
You fired up? Feel good? Are you excited, man? I feel like some of the fan base just doesn't really care about today.
Man, it's just been all bowl season. It's just been like, who really cares anymore? Like, nobody's really been interested, around me at least.
That's the way I feel.
And sure, I'm highly interested in seeing Tennessee play today, but watching this North Carolina South Carolina game, it just like, what's the point?
Nate Turner is in the house. Let's get Nate added as well. He must be in a power outage. Nate, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, good deal.
Let's fix this.
Oh my gosh, that looked like a Nebraska logo. You got to fix that.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm here at work, man.
You're good. As long as you're there and you can hear us, we can hear you, Xavier, in the chat. If you go to our YouTube channel, Xavier, at the top, it says, if you scroll over, it says community. There will be a post there that all members can see. If you click that link, you'll be added to the show. Let's go ahead and hear more of this press conference. If you guys have any comments you want to make, just let me know and I'll pause it and we'll make some comments. Here we go. Don't everybody speak
Jimmy
at
Hunt,
once.
the sports analyst in Knoxville. Coach Brom, assess your receiving core without David Bell and without Wright. And also, would you talk about what you think went wrong a couple of years ago?
That's hilarious, Indy Kid, because you said your first question was going to be about opt-outs. But no, I can't do that. That'd be, a little rude towards Jeff. That's a bit rude, mate. But Jimmy Himes don't care. Jimmy Himes just comes out swinging.
Well, fortunately for us, we do have a lot of receivers on our team, and we're down quite a few, but that's the nature of football. And whether it's the last bowl game or the first game of next year, new guys are going to have to emerge, and this will be a great environment to see how some of these guys respond. So we're looking forward to a few new faces being on the field, and we still want to try to do what we do best and get the ball to our playmakers and figure out a way to score points on offense and see if we can get a few stops on defense. So that's always the goal, is to just, compete and, game plan against a quality opponent and see if you can win. I know as far as a couple years ago, it was not a good day for us on the field. It was one of those games where you just like to wash away. But you know what? We learned a great deal. We played a tremendous Auburn team that had a lot of talent, a lot of size, a lot of guys that moved on to the National Football League, and we got exposed to many areas. So a lot of things we needed to work on and improve and understand. When you go against really, really high caliber quality opponents, you've got to figure out ways to get stops and get points and get an edge on special teams and win. So there are a lot of things we learned, and we hope to try to put on a better performance this year.
Very odd that they're talking about a previous Music City Bowl in regards to
it's kind of irrelevant.
Makes no sense at all. Let's get Wade Rouse on here. Xavier Sanders in the house. What's going on, Xavier?
Not much, guys. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Are you guys excited? You got to be excited.
Oh yeah. We definitely getting this big dub.
Pretty
Big
excited now.
Oh, definitely not losing to a Big Ten team.
Wade, what do you think about they're kind of asking – well, he didn't want to answer. He gone. I'll ask Xavier. What do you think about these kids opting out, particularly Purdue missing a lot of players going into this game, but their two best on offense and defense both opt out? What do you think of that?
Well, I just think that, I don't know. Like I said, they just didn't feel like playing, or they just got sick or had personal issues. I mean, I don't know. But like I said, I'm not saying that they're scared or anything, but I don't know. They could have had some personal issues come up.
What do you think of a guy like Bell, their number one wide receiver, and then Carl Loftus, their number one defensive end? It's nothing more than getting ready for the NFL draft. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because, we even thought, that our wide receiver was getting ready to enter the draft until he decided to come back, Tillman. And, they just figured
hey, just I guess I'll come back for another season.
Yeah. Let's get Nate Turner on here. What's going on, Nate?
Hey, man, I'm back. I had a little issues getting in. Like I said, I'm here at work.
We can see your beautiful, majestic beard. Now you're replacing Dauber on the show. We appreciate that. Dauber's on the road. He's out in the West Coast somewhere. I really don't even know what he's doing. I have no idea what he's doing. He's on the road, but
he's out riding cacti.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, hanging out in the desert, I guess.
Let's play a little bit more of this press conference.
Man.
Yeah, Mike Carmen, Lafayette Journal-Courier. Jeff, what would 9 wins mean for this team and this program based on, year 5 of your tenure?
Well, anytime you can, finish the season strong, get a bowl win, it's very important. But, I think we understand where we're at. Even the Drew Brees roles, both teams won 8 games. We've talked to our team about it. If we can, go out there and compete, just figure out a way to finish strong and get 9, it would be huge. And it's something that we could build upon. But, it's a bowl game, so it's going to be competitive. We know we have our hands full. We're going to have to play well in all aspects of the game, do a lot of the small things right. We're going to have to defend an offense that goes very fast, which really in our conference we don't see as much. And we've worked on it a whole lot, but, getting out there and doing it in the game is a different story. But I know our guys are looking forward to playing a quality opponent that has a lot of talent, in their backyard, and then they'll see what we're made of.
He just does not seem excited at all. At all.
He looks so uncomfortable. Uncomfortable.
It's very, very strange. Very weird body language, like his tone, everything. Wade Rouse for 5. Thank you for the super chat. Says, Wi-Fi don't want to work with me and pretty excited about the game today. Go Vols. Thank you, Wade, for the super chat. We appreciate it. Let's see if we can get Eric added to the show. It looks like he's clocking. Looks like his internet doesn't want to cooperate either. Something worth noting there is, they're asking Jeff Brom about 9 wins. It's year 5 for him at Purdue, and they're talking about what a big thing it would be to get to 9 wins. If Josh Heupel is in year 5 and we still haven't seen 9 wins, how upset would this fan base be?
Pretty upset.
Yeah, everybody's going wild.
Yeah. I think some people are going to lose their minds if they don't win 9 games next year.
Yeah.
Now, see, I think it's kind of reasonable to go, to have the expectation be 5-0 going into Alabama. I think that's reasonable.
The goal should be get to Atlanta next season. That's the goal.
Yes.
In the player's mind, yes.
But what happens if you don't go into Alabama 4-0? Or you don't get to Atlanta? How do you keep this fan base calm when I think about everybody on this panel would agree that we've got our ball coach?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Well, like y'all said the other night, if we don't beat Florida next year, it's you're going to see a lot of nega balls back in here. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to be there no matter what. I've already put money back. So I'm telling you, dude, we're going to storm that field. We're going to take the doggone goalposts like we did in the past, and it's going to be a good time.
If they don't beat Florida, is that a red flag, or is it just still wait and see?
I don't want to say it's
still wait and see.
I don't want to say it's going to be a red flag. Yeah, because Florida is always going to be Florida, like we are to Kentucky.
But this is the opportunity to take that win. Because Florida is trending downhill so bad. Like this is our opportunity to come back strong.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I agree with that. And we kind of talked about it Tuesday night. We were talking about Butch Jones. How many opportunities did Butch Jones have to beat a Florida team that was down and couldn't do it? Right. And Josh Heupel has to take advantage. And I mean, I get it. It's one of those things. You try to be patient, but at the same time, come on, let's go. The time is now. And Josh Heupel has nobody to blame but himself and maybe Hendon Hooker, because That is why our expectations went from down here to way up here so fast. We were talking about 4 or 5 years, and now it's like year 2. Let's get to Atlanta.
I agree. Yep.
Well, if you notice,
Florida's not going to be down forever.
No.
There's one thing that nobody's really talked about yet, but these players are playing for coach hype now. You know, we haven't seen that in a long time, an actual player's coach. You know, these guys are out there, they're giving everything. The transformation in this team from just attitude alone from previous years is unreal.
Let's get back into this press conference. We got about 5 minutes left, and then we'll wrap it up and just kind of have some open conversation.
Coach Heupel, Jimmy Himes with the Sports Animal in Knoxville. The administration made the decision a while back to allow Tennessee to play in the bowl game. Looking back on that, how much do you appreciate that, considering that you're in Nashville right now?
Yeah, I appreciate that from our administration. They're going to support and give our players every tool, every resource, but also just support them in their mission and make sure that we have a great player experience in every facet of our program. And I said when I took the job, all those things that happened before I got there really felt like we're going to be a speed bump. That's been proven to really kind of play out, and the kids inside of our program have bought into the culture, bought into competing every single day, and that's why we're here and have this opportunity to play inside this bowl game.
Speaking of riding cactuses, look at this guy.
What's happening?
Look at that guy.
Looks like South Carolina. That looks like South Carolina, not Arizona.
How much is Talkin VAWLS paying you? Look at that view.
You're not hanging out down the road
Florida.
here?
See them palm trees in the back. Are you in Florida?
I'm out in Phoenix right now.
Okay.
So what's the vibe out there, Dauber? You fired up? You excited? I know you're ready to go. You're ready to go.
Oh, I'm ready. A little disappointed after the Hoops game last night, but fired up for some football. So ready to close out the season strong.
Let me hit this $10 super chat from John Hill. Thank you, my friend. We appreciate it. Let's show Purdue what Tennessee football is all about now. Kick them in the teeth and run over them to the end zone. Let's go Big Orange. Thank you, John, for the super chat. We appreciate that. I was waiting on you to say step on their throats. That seems to be a popular
foot on their throats.
I think a foot on their throats t-shirt is probably coming sooner rather than later at this point. The Indy kids got that one rolling. Let's hear more from this press conference from Heupel and Jeff Brom.
Yeah, for Jeff, the production on offense is more lopsided, obviously, to the past with you guys. How much is that by design or preference, and how much of it just matching personnel?
Talking about passing or?
Yeah, you throw the ball so much.
Well, as a former quarterback, that's kind of what I like to do. But really, we like to always.
I love that response. And watch. Let me go back and play it again. Watch Heupel's response too. Absolutely classic. Watch both of these former quarterbacks after this response.
Well, as a former quarterback, that's kind of what I like to do. But really, we'd like to always. Figure out a way to score points, and we do want to play an exciting brand of football. We do want to, get the ball to our playmakers. Throughout this year, we didn't have a big stable running backs, and we had some injuries early on, and really that we were thin at that position. So we had to, figure out a way to score points. I think we got better as the year went on at getting the ball to playmakers in different ways. We found ways to get our quarterback in a better rhythm and get completions and score some points and. Every week's a new week. When you face a quality opponent that has really good talent and plays really hard on defense, now you got to figure out other ways to score as well. So I think it's just, what can we do to, not turn the ball over, get points, get stops on defense, try to gain an edge on special teams, all those things we work hard at. And, whatever we have to do to score points, we're going to try to do.
Josh, why is this offensive system, why does this work for you? Why did you pick this kind of system to to coach and to utilize.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's an exciting brand of football. I think young people, young players, playmakers, and big skill want to be a part of it. At the end of the day, offensively, you're trying to find ways to put your kids in a position to be successful. Our tempo is a portion of how we try to apply pressure to a defense and dictate the flow of the football game.
You know, obviously this season was way more fun than last because of wins and losses alone. But how much more fun was this team to watch just because of that offense?
Oh, man. Like I said, when I went to the South Alabama game with my girlfriend and just watching them on the field, man, it was just really, really fun to watch. Like, I mean, I was over sitting by the Jumbotron, and every time that they got down and I was trying to look at the replay of a play, it's like they were already back on the field. I was just like, man, I said, these boys are fast. They do not play. Josh Heupel does not play with that fast tempo offense.
Anything was more exciting than the previous year, but this was such a night and day. This was the polar opposite of what we've seen, and Tennessee needed it was the right hire because of the offense. We've seen enough of the stagnant, slow it down, grind it out stuff. It's boring. It sucks. This is fun, man. I mean, like you said, wins and losses, but still yet. And like Xavier said, just the speed they go. It's it's my kind of offense. It's what I like to see. I'm a full believer in you don't let up until the clock says 0 on it, and Heupel's that kind of guy.
The stagnant, grinded out style is it's dated. You know, we're actually in this century now.
I was at the Bowling Green game, and I'm telling you, everybody around me, including myself, we were all just sitting there like, this is a different type of Tennessee football that we've never seen, and it was just amazing. And that's when we had Milton in there also. And I'm not trying to sit here and be like, whatever, but if Hooker would have been there, my God, I mean, we hung it on Bowling Green big time. So, it's exciting.
You think that's going to be Kirby Smart's downfall at Georgia because he's playing that old, like Dauber was talking about, that old grind it out, run it up their throats and play defense? You think that's going to be his downfall at Georgia? Because if they don't win this year, he's going to be on the hot seat. He is going to be on the hot seat if they don't win a national championship this year.
Yeah, they've had like 3 years to finally get a championship, and they've blown it every single year.
Mm-hmm. They've had every year.
Justin Fields and Justin Fields and could utilize him. I mean,
to me, Stetson Bennett. See, if you ask me, he should have put in Daniels because watching that bowl game against Alabama, I was just like, dude, I don't think Stetson Bennett's the truth. I mean, that's just me because the whole year I was saying it. I was like, Georgia, the defense is elite, no question about it. But that offense just looks a little shaky when Bennett's in it.
He's not a bad quarterback, but I think seeing Daniels, I thought he was a next level from Bennett. Yeah. And the fact that Georgia's still, I think that's going to be their downfall. Whether they go to him at some point or not, I don't know if it'll be a factor against Michigan, but they get to Alabama, they're not beating Alabama with Bennett. May not beat them with Daniels either, but I think Daniels a night and day better than Bennett when it comes down to it. Just seemed like he had another level to him when he played earlier on.
See, it's not the style of offense that they run to me. It's his quarterback management.
Here's my question is my question is, with Tennessee's offense, are we going to start seeing more offenses in the SEC like this? And are we going to see next year teams prepared better for a Heupel offense?
Part 2, yes.
Good question.
Part 1, no. I don't think there's going to be many more teams go to this style of offense. Now, Mississippi State could surprise me. They could do it. But
Well, it's even like going back to what Kirby said, when we was playing them, he said it's hard to kind of practice that offense unless you have like a spring practice, off-season practice. You can't just, go play them and expect to like stop them, like it's really hard to practice that.
Yeah, the
Well, that's what
Purdue
Saban
secondary
said.
coach, the Purdue secondary coach was talking about it in the video I made about the, him supposedly insulting Hooker and all that stuff. He said it's like preparing for an option offense because it's so different. But it doesn't matter. You can have a month to prepare. They are not going to be ready for what happens on the first drive at 3 o'clock. They're not going to be ready. Now, it's not saying that Tennessee's guaranteed to go down and score a touchdown, but if I had to bet one way or the other, I'm taking Tennessee to go get points on that first drive. It takes teams a couple of drives to get what's happening.
The other thing to think about with that question, will teams be better prepared? Possibly, but you've also got to think Tennessee's going to be better prepared to run that system now that Heupel has some guys that he's recruited that actually fit the system instead of guys that are athletes that are capable of being in a system like that. But Heupel's going to have his guys in there, beginning next year. Guys he's recruited specifically with a skill set to be utilized within that system.
But do you think when we look ahead to next year and going back to what Nate was talking about, do teams adjust more in year two? It's not like this offense is brand new. Josh Heupel's been doing this for years. And I know when he's at UCF, they're not preparing for it, but how many years was he at Missouri? There's tape out there on Josh Heupel's offense.
Yeah, but looking at tape and playing it are two different things.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Any way you look at it, and the thing about it also is, as far as preparedness, is we all know that Heupel, he is a scheming genius. That's the one thing you cannot take away from this guy. And when they start to figure something out, he'll have something else in his back pocket to throw at him.
I think one thing you can't prepare for is conditioning too. If a team's not conditioned to that, you can't just all of a sudden in a week amp up the conditioning and be ready for it. That's preseason, that's summer work all coming in. If it's a half-hearted conditioning program or something, that team's going to gas out quick. And maybe they adjust as it goes along, but just going at that speed is just
that shows in our defense.
You can't
too.
simulate it.
Yeah, you look at some of the bigger games, the Alabama, the Georgia, with elite defenses, and you had guys schemed to run wide open. The plays were there, the execution wasn't necessarily there, and then you saw a different.
What? I feel like Dauber cut out mid-sentence, and now he's trying to figure out his phone.
He saw a cactus.
Look at what we did
and he got mesmerized by it.
Look, Dauber looks like an 80-year-old man trying to take a selfie. Look at him. What kind of operation we running here? Elijah, Wayne, welcome to the show. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, my brother Balls from different balls? I'm so excited for today. I can't wait. 3 o'clock, let's get it.
What time did you start drinking, Wayne? About 4 o'clock this morning?
Me and this Mountain Dew, we go at it. We start early.
Got you fired.
Yeah, got the old sugar kick going on.
You got the energy. Wayne's bringing it.
I'm ready to go. I'm pretty hype. I got a buddy getting off work here in a minute. He's gonna come over and watch a game, and I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know why y'all aren't the ones that says it's just Purdue. I don't care. They're playing football, by God. Let's go.
Exactly.
Right. Dang, hype man.
I told my commanding officer I had a medical appointment, wasn't going to be around all day today, so I could come over here and drink one game.
There you go.
Priorities.
That's
yes, sir. Hey, they're kicking me out anyway. I don't care anymore. I'm halfway.
That ain't good.
Well, I ain't gonna get political. I refuse the vaccine. They're throwing me out the door.
So.
But I don't want to start a whole debate or nothing. It just so it'll be a long drawn out.
That is messed up, but
yeah.
But hey, Dub Ball's gonna win by 100 today. All right, let's go.
I hope so.
I hope so too. It's time to get another dub.
Yeah, let's talk about this matchup a little bit. You guys feel pretty. I felt like going in, it could have been a shootout, but the closer we've got, the opt outs, Purdue being down 4 wide receiver. Look, Purdue can throw the football. They can score points. Tennessee's weak in the secondary. This game had the potential to be a shootout. I just like the way it's trending right now.
Me too. With all the receivers that Purdue has opting out, and the rumor that their quarterback isn't going to play. So I mean,
I haven't even
all
seen
the
that.
all the ducks are lining up. Well, it was in the chat earlier. Somebody said that Purdue might start their second string quarterback, that their first string QB's out or something. I don't know. It was in the live chat.
It could be a shootout like we did against Kentucky. That game really shocked me.
I hope not. That was too stressful.
See, that's what I was expecting going into the game when I saw the matchup.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, I'm at work.
Nate, did you tell that guy he was on live? He had 188 people watching him live when he came up to talk to you.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm sitting here at work. I work down here at Knoxville Harley and everything. He just came up and gave us our Christmas stuff, so everything. But yeah, man. Wayne is reminding me of all them hypo memes you see online, like on Twitter.
Ball by Fitty.
Ball by Fitty.
When he said balls from a different balls, that's the first thing I thought
of. Wayne's trying to earn himself a spot at the table here on the Talkin VAWLS Network with that energy he brings in here.
I don't know about all that.
I'm gonna start dressing.
I just like the community.
Anytime y'all have college. No, the super fans from SNL, but Tennessee, get little mustaches. Right. Knoxville TN, the balls.
Hey, so we're talking about how Purdue likes to throw the ball. One thing you got to look at that's an opportunity, man. I mean, we've got a guy that plays back there who has had a spectacular year, and this is his last game. Think he's going to show out?
Theo Jackson?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he will. I mean, he did against Vanderbilt, so that was his last game, regular season game, and returned an interception for a touchdown. I hope he does show out because Purdue can't run the football. They just can't.
No.
They haven't all year. I don't see them doing that. They're going to come out and try to throw it around a little bit, and hopefully we can get some pressure on the quarterback, whoever it is. So
that's what I want to see. I want to see the defensive line because they're going to be able to pin their ears back and come after it. And like the kid said a little earlier, when you got a quarterback that's not that mobile, this defensive line could have a field day today. That's what I'm excited
Byron
to see.
Young. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm hyped anyway, but I can,
Tyler Byron Young and Tyler Barron and Roman Harrison pin their ears back and go, boys.
Yep.
And Jeremy Banks doesn't have to worry about getting juked out. Or
God.
The only problem with an immobile quarterback, Jeremy Banks may get multiple 15-yarders today.
Hey,
I'm going to be mad if he don't.
I won't be mad either.
I can live with it if we win.
It's just Jeremy's energy. I don't know. I just like his energy. Like, he just goes out and plays.
100 mile an hour. I love it.
Everywhere.
You're talking about a guy that got a second opportunity, right? I mean,
yep.
Yeah, the guy gets a lot of hate. He gets a lot of hate, but man, if you had 11 guys out there playing defense with his passion and energy, you'd be better off for it, for sure.
It's amazing when you see him live versus on television, just how much he's all over the field and how aggressive he is at the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can say what we want about his personal fouls. I mean, it's kind of a joke at this point, but I mean, the guy's made a lot of improvement. He's not perfect. He's still flawed, but thinking where he was last year compared to this year, him and Beasley and Page, those guys have made a lot of improvements. Who knows how much they can improve going into next year as well. If they improve as much next year as they did this year, they're going to be pretty good linebackers for Tennessee. And, they've done good things this year. Again, they're not perfect, but that's things hopefully they can kind of key in on and work on for next year. But yeah, if you had 11 guys as fired up as him out there, you may have a lot of 15-yard penalties per game, but you're going to wreak a lot of havoc too.
Suplexing plays.
And it'll be their second year.
yeah.
It'll be their second year also in this Banks' system, and I think that'll help a lot. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not that hard of a system to hear them talk about all the calls and the reads. It's pretty simple from like to hear Theo Jackson and all of them talk about. So it's easy for them to know what they've got to do and what their reads are. Now it's just doing it. So it's not as complicated as Pruitt and his 3-4 scheme.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was one thing I noticed that was the biggest improvement to me. Was there's a lot of times last year where we saw Pruitt about to blow a blood vessel on the sideline trying to get people lined up on defense, and this year we didn't have that problem. Everybody was always lined ready to go, and maybe that's due to the fact that we ran against that tempo in the spring. And I think that really helped us in the long run, just get lined up quickly and getting ready to go. Because but that was
Yeah.
Well, Alabama runs the same defense. They run the same defense, and if you look in the Tennessee game, we even caught them off guard, them trying to get lined up in that game. That's how we scored twice in Alabama.
I mean, the whole thing with Pruitt that never made sense to me, and it was offense and defense, was everything was so complicated for the players to get lined up, knowing what to do. You got to have the base in place first before you can start getting complicated. And I just felt they never had the base down. I mean, sometimes, surprisingly, there's times that teams may call the same 5 plays or so in a game and just maybe switch sides or something along those lines. But, just, if I'm a player and I played in that simplified system, I'm probably a very happy guy. Even with Heupel's offense, I think it was much more simple than what Chaney's offense was. It just seems like guys are able to go out and play and not overthink.
Right. You can't play fast if you're thinking what you got to do.
Nope.
Yep.
That's why
this week. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, just going back to Elijah's point, they complement each other because Tim Banks wants to play loose and fast and not think about things. And like he said, you're going against Heupel's offense. You have to. You got to be lined up and ready to go. And it's just, I think they complement each other's styles. I love this entire coaching staff, and it's just a concern moving forward. Yeah. It's a good problem to have, but you're going to lose coaches. Guys are going to continue to come after Tim Banks. That's a guy that's going to end up as a head coach somewhere, and that's a good problem. But how does Josh Heupel replace them and keep that chemistry? And again, good problem to have. Because that means you're going to be having success over the next 2, 3, 4 years. That's
a fact, and I hope that we have the continuity like Clemson has, like when oh my goodness, when he left and went to Oklahoma, that he had a guy that was under him that had been there for 7 years, and he picked it up like they didn't skip a beat. You know what I mean, against Iowa State on defense. So
same with Elliott too. They had guys ready to go for both of them, and I think that's the ideal thing, really, that you want your guys, if they move on, to move for a promotion to a head coach or a coordinator, but then ideally, maybe a guy like, just for example, a Jean-Marie. I don't think Garner, as long as he ends, going to be a coordinator. I don't know if Martinez would again, but if you're able to promote, or maybe you've got an analyst. I think Clemson promoted some analysts too. I think that's the ideal scenario. But
after 20 plus years, I think Garner's where he's at. He don't want to go anywhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to go anywhere else either.
I don't either.
I don't either. No.
I just hope he sticks around. I hope he's not ready to retire after a couple of years. We need a good run of Coach Garner on the Hill. John Hill for a $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Says, Dear Lord, I sure hope Michigan beats the Dogs tomorrow. Embarrass the Dogs, please, and amen. LOL. That's funny. And I used to be this way too, but I was this way because I was spoiled in the 90s and Tennessee was so successful. So I love to talk about SEC pride and SEC wins. But when your team struggles for 15 to 20 years, that SEC pride goes right out the window. I love seeing every one of them lose. What were they, 0-3 going into today? It looks like South Carolina's probably going to finish off UNC.
Yeah.
I hope they all lose. I was hoping we was going to be the first one, but
I'm pulling for Michigan, Cincinnati. Screw the rest of the SEC and that SEC pride. I don't have any, not anymore.
North Carolina should be embarrassed with the recruiting class they the classes they've had in the past couple of years, all the 4- and 5-star players that they've gotten, they should be embarrassed losing to South Carolina like they did today, especially go down 18-0.
I think North Carolina was like almost a 2-touchdown favorite.
Yeah.
Too, if I'm not mistaken.
Terrible coaching. Terrible.
Okay, so here's a question then. If we put up big numbers with this win today, because we're winning, with the recruiting class we had, you think there's a chance that we're in the top 25 next year before we start?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah. I'm honestly surprised we wasn't even ranked this season. I'm really surprised we was not ranked this season.
Actually, I don't know. Because everybody likes to throw shade at Tennessee, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I say if we would have won that Ole Miss game, we definitely would have been ranked.
Oh, we'd have had to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'd be what, 8-5 now?
Yeah.
Or 8-4?
No, 8-4.
8. Yeah.
8-4, and looking at the schedule that Tennessee had, yeah, I think they were close. But, yeah, I just think the momentum finishing the season and recruiting and moving into next year, I think they'll be ranked. And if not, Cody, I agree. People love to throw shade at Tennessee, but guess what? If you take care of business on the field, it don't matter.
Yeah.
It'll all work itself out. Yep.
Hey,
so,
what me and my other friends say, it's go Big Orange or go play in traffic.
There you go. I can get behind that.
On Stone Drive.
It is, yes, sir. It is what it is.
Let me do some plugs. We had an awkward moment of silence there. That's a perfect time to do some plugs. We got almost 200 people watching. If you haven't done so yet, please smash that like button. I don't know what you're waiting for. Also, check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. TBA Jam shirts, Retro Vols, all the old faithfuls. I think this is the favorite. Everybody loves that State Pride shirt. But again, the link's in the description below. Bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Any and all sport. Greatly appreciated. And also, don't forget, we will be live immediately following the game for the post-game show. So tune in, get in where you fit in. Should be a good time, as always. Anybody on the panel have Talkin VAWLS merch? Cody, you do, don't you?
I think I got some stickers.
Putting you guys on the spot. No merch.
I do. Thanks.
I gotta get that merch, man. I gotta get that merch.
Yeah,
I
Wayne's got free merch.
Today.
Wayne's got free merch.
I got my Talkin VAWLS hoodie the other day. Actually, was it yesterday or day before? I can't remember.
My New Year's resolution is to get a Talkin VAWLS merch.
There you go. Get Talkin VAWLS merch or go play in traffic, Xavier.
As soon as the foot on the neck comes out.
Yeah, that one's coming. Maybe we'll roll that foot on the throat shirt out. Just foot on the throat. Roll it out.
Yes.
Maybe next year going into the season. I think that'd be a big time seller. But then Indie Kid's going to be coming at me talking about how it's copyrighted, and contracts will be drawn up. It's just a whole mess.
Contracts or go play in traffic. That's it. Hey, I
put
see we've got
the foot on the throat, and they'll sign that contract.
That's right. Hey, I see we got a toothless invasion here finally. The toothless invasion got a Bama troll.
Oh my goodness!
Didn't even get one last night, man. I
wonder if I wonder if under the mistletoe at Christmas that his mama was nice.
What's funny is like you can't even come up with something better than that. Like that's the best you got. Man, you know what? It just makes me laugh. It's like what. Do you have nothing better to do with your life than surf YouTube and try to find a Tennessee channel? I don't. It's like
no, they don't.
Now here's my question. Now this is really iffy, but what if Cincy upsets Bama?
Oh, I'll be laughing all the way to the back door.
I'd love it.
I mean, look, I want it to happen too, because man, Cincy, they ain't playing. They are not playing.
I just don't think they have the athletes. I hope they do win, but their
DBs are fast.
Yeah,
they don't have Minchie.
The only thing that scares me is Cincinnati wins and Georgia wins. There's no way Cincinnati wins both of those games. That's a worst case scenario. I do not want Georgia to win.
Well, even with Georgia,
I'll take Bama over Georgia.
I will too. Keep 1980 right where it's at.
Yeah, exactly. Well, even with Michigan, man, they don't look like they're scared of Georgia because they're coming off that big high of beating Ohio State. They ain't scared no Georgia.
Right. Well, Michigan likes to run the football. Alabama threw the football against Georgia. And I don't see Michigan being able to run the football against – I don't see some NFL teams probably to be able to run the football against Georgia. They're that talented in their front seven. Now, their secondary is – there's some questions back there, but their front seven is probably the best I have ever seen in my – I ain't gonna date myself, as Boogie said, but
I know how old
40
you are.
plus years of football.
I can put it there. I know how old you are.
In my 40 plus years of football, they probably have the best front seven I have ever seen in college football, including the 2001 Miami team.
Oh yeah, it's like what we talked about earlier. If Kirby doesn't win this year, it's a bust. It's a big bust.
Yeah.
I just wonder how patient their fans will be with him. You know, I mean, when you're pulling in 5-star recruit one after the other, but you can't cross that finish line. It's the same reason they ran Rick out of town.
Rick off, right? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Winning 10 games a year, and let's get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds familiar.
Can Bennett come back next year?
No.
Or is he a super?
He's a super.
That's probably the best thing could happen for them then.
It is. They've got 2 5-stars. Daniels is a 5-star, and then they've got the 5-star coming in, and then they've got the other guy, what's his name, Brock Vandegrift or something, that was a true freshman this year. It's a 5-star. They've got 5-stars all over that roster.
Kirby will find himself a walk-on from South Georgia.
Yeah, and bench the 5-stars. Yeah.
Yeah, just sit them on the bench. They ain't ready yet.
Right.
Hey, we're 18 minutes away from kickoff, and we don't have no Penny Hardaway cancellation yet.
Yeah, I felt pretty good as we got closer and closer to kickoff. I felt pretty good about it. But we are getting closer to kickoff, so let's make some predictions around the room. If you're in the chat, you can make a prediction as well. Just drop it down there in the chat. Cody, we'll start with you. I'll let you guys make a prediction, then we'll get you out of here. Cody, give me a little something more than score, and then give me your score.
I think with all of Purdue's opt-out, this game ain't going to be close. Give me Tennessee 65, Purdue 22.
Ooh. That's a lot of scoring.
Tennessee covers the over-under on their own.
I think if that's what happens,
is playing.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's a score, the post-game show will start at about 11:30 tonight. All right, Cody, we'll let you jump off here, buddy. Thanks for always being here. Thanks for all your support. You're a Talkin VAWLS OG. Always good to have you on, buddy.
Hey, see y'all.
Later, Cody.
See you, man.
I don't know if Xavier is still here or if he just cut his. Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
He's getting some
Sorry,
grub.
my phone. Yeah, well, I said, my phone's getting ready to die, so I had to put it on the charger real quick.
All right, well, you get your phone taken care of. Nate, we'll let you go next. I'm trying to teach you guys how to be broadcasters. Like Cody did, he's learning. He gave us a little something, went into his prediction. So what do you got, Nate?
First quarter jumping out, probably 21 points on them. I'm going to be surprised if our defense don't have at least 5 sacks today. And I'm going 42-17, just a straight whomping. We're gonna send another signal to the Big Ten. You know, don't come to the SEC thinking you're going to do anything against us. This is a new generation. All right.
I like it, Nate. Thanks for coming on, buddy. We appreciate you always being here, all the support of the channel. You're a great addition to this community. We appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, thank you for everything, and I'm always glad to be here. Go Big Orange.
Later, Nate.
See you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, Big Wayne, you're up, buddy. I'm not even going to tell you what to do. You know what to do.
Well, with Tennessee's offense as high-paced as it is, I don't think Purdue, they haven't seen anything like that all year. I don't think they're going to do very well in slowing them down. So I think Tennessee is going to end up rolling in this bowl game. I think their defense actually is able to get to the quarterback where he is not very mobile. I don't see Purdue able to run the football. So I actually see Tennessee, hopefully on defense, getting a couple of interceptions, a couple of turnovers. And I see Tennessee rolling. I'm going to keep my prediction from the other night and say Tennessee 59, Purdue 24.
Yeah.
I like it, Wayne. I like it. Thanks for coming on, buddy. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you, guys.
You're in the chat every show. You're commenting on every video. We appreciate all the support, buddy.
You're welcome. Thank you. I love the community, and y'all have a good one. Let's go Vols.
Later, Wayne.
See you, man.
Whoa, that's way too close on my face. Xavier, we can handle it. You good-looking guy, but me and Indy Kid, man, we got to keep our face off that screen. All right, buddy. You're the last one left, so what do you got? Give us something.
Like I said, with our offense, the way, like I said, just steamrolling, our defense, like I said, our secondary could use a little work, but I think, like I said, they should be able to handle Purdue. I'm going to predict it's going to be Vols 60, Purdue 20.
Yeah.
I like it. I'll take it.
Let's go.
I'll take it. Well, buddy, we appreciate you coming on. I'll tell the same as I just told those guys, man. I like it because the people, it seems like a lot of you guys that are here for every show, every live stream, every video, you're the ones that jump on and participate. And that we talk about it all the time, me, Indy Kid, and Dauber, when we go off air off of a call-in show. It's like, man, that was fun. Like, it's just fun to get you guys on, put faces with names. We appreciate the support, man. We really do.
Oh, yeah, and I appreciate what you guys, too, man. Like I said, like honestly, this year, like I just found out that you guys were doing this. I feel kind of bad, but, you know, I'm glad I kind of joined in with the community, watch your guys' video, and also see you rocking that ETSU Buccaneers
That's right,
hat.
buddy.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But, yeah, I love what you guys do. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, get ready to watch this game. And like I said, go Big Orange or play in traffic.
I love it. All right, thanks, Xavier. Have a good one, and we'll see you in the post-game show, buddy.
All right, you too, guys. See you.
Later.
See you, man.
And then there were two. I don't guess we need to make our predictions. We did that Tuesday night. But let's been fun, man. I love these. I love these fan call-in shows. Sometimes it's fun just to sit back and listen and just see what goes down. It's fun.
I know I had never been in on one prior to this year. Of course, I'd been on either the live shows after games. I remember you saying that. I'm like, man, I don't know what we're getting into with this, but man, these things have been an absolute blast this year. The guys that come on are great. A lot of fun. So definitely, I think we broke the streak finally. Did we not? Was it the Vandy game?
It's over. We killed it.
Yeah,
I think.
Because this jersey had a losing streak, and the tailgate show had a losing streak. I think we broke them both at Vandy. So onward and upward.
That's it. We're going to jump off here. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, hit it on the way out the door. Don't forget to join us immediately following the game. Take us a couple of minutes to get set up. We'll jump on and be live. Looking forward to it. For the Indy Kid, my name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
How like me.